What's up, everyone? Murray, the founder of Hele Outdoors. Here today, we've got the 5th gen 4Runner, and we're going to be doing a How It Fits series with the Hele Box. Right now, we've got the Solo in the back with our shortening kit. We're going to get the Duo in here. We'll put on the Stubbies. We'll give you a full walk around of the Hele Box and all the configurations for the 5th gen 4Runner. For those of you who are new to the Hele Box, it's a lightweight car camping system. Comes in 2 sizes, Solo and Duo. We've got the Solo in the back here. All the legs are adjustable, so you can set it higher for more storage, lower for more headroom, and then everything you see here compacts into this carrying case and slides underneath the platform. The carrying case actually has dividers, it's compartmentalized to act as a storage system. You can even remove the Hele Box from your car and use it as a lightweight table. We'll show you that as well here today. In the back of the 5th gen 4Runner, we've got the Hele Box Solo with the standard legs that comes with every Hele Box, and we also have the shortening kit added to it. Now, most 4Runners, except for the new 6th gen, have a set of rear seats there that flip forward like this, as you can see. When they flip forward like that, it takes your cargo space from 6 feet or over 6 feet to 5'6". The Hele Box with the shortening kit is 5'6", so it fits here perfectly without removing those seats. We actually recommend you remove those seats if you're going car camping, simply because it opens up so much storage for you. And it also allows the Hele Box to be in its full 6-foot configuration. Either way, there's a way you can make it work with those back seats and a 6-foot sleeping pad that we'll show you now. Here we are in the side profile view with the Hele Box Solo and the shortening kit. You can see here that there's some excess topper that's been rolled up and managed with the Velcro strap that comes with every Hele Box. You manage it here, it actually acts as a nice little cubby. You can put your phone in and out of it when you go to sleep. Now, the shortening kit can be used with the Solo here as well as with the Duo. Once again, this ends at 5'6", but because you have these seats folded up, this can act as the kind of next tier of platform. So if you've got a 6-foot sleeping pad like this one here, you can actually slide it right over, and now you've got your full 6 feet of sleeping length. So with the Hele Box shortening kit, you don't need to remove these rear flip forward seats, but we do recommend it because it adds a ton more storage space. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do next. The switch from the shortening kit to the standard length of the Hele Box is extremely easy. It's the same exact setup process. You're just going to swap out these poles here. So what I'm going to do, pop this, take this section out, take these shortening kit poles out, 1 and 2. And then I'm going to replace it with the longer poles that come with every Hele Box. Every Hele Box right out of the box, pun intended, is 6 feet long. So we're going to get this locked in here. Perfect. And we'll pop this section of the frame back in. And then the last thing we're going to do is just switch out these shorter legs. So every Hele Box comes with 6 of these shorter legs, so you can use it on flat ground or in a flat vehicle like we just did. We're switching it to 6 feet. These legs are now going to drop into that footwell where those rear seats are sitting once we remove them. So the Hele Box comes with the longer extended leg that we're going to switch out for this one. We'll show you what it looks like in the vehicle. All you have to do is loosen this lock here, and this leg comes right out. To remove the rear flip forward seats, it's super easy. There's a plastic cover right here. You just got to pop off. Once it's off, there's a 14mm bolt. So 14, 14, 14, 14, 4 bolts total, and you will be able to remove these seats. So I'm going to zip them out with my impact. I'm going to show you how it goes. Don't judge me for the dirtiness in this car. It's a rental. It's not mine. But a pro tip, once you get these bolts out, just lightly thread them back into place. It's really hard for you to lose that big old seat you just took out, but it can be pretty easy to lose a bolt. So just lightly put them back in. That way you know exactly where they are when it's time to put your seats back in. So here's the 4Runner with the rear flip forward seats still in the back. Now here's the storage. Once you remove those flip forward seats, you get all this excess area. Bring camping gear, super valuable when car camping. We've got the Solo in the back with the full 6-foot configuration. We remove those rear flip forward seats. This is exactly the setup you'd get if you purchased the Hele Box Solo No add-ons. Once again, you just got to remove those flip forward seats because it comes in that 6-foot configuration. Swing around to the side. And as you can see, we've got those longer extended legs on that we talked about. Those are sitting down on the footwells now. And you've got all this extra space to load up your camping gear, which is super valuable. Now, if your 4Runner has the table option back here that slides out, perfect, that works too. That's what these adjustable legs are all about. All right, we'll swing it around to this side. I'm gonna jump into that front seat and show you what the legroom would look like for the passenger. So as for legroom, you get a ton of it with the 4Runners. That is all the way back. That's as far back as these seats will go. That front seat's pushed all the way back for proof. So with the Solo or the Duo in the back, in the full 6-foot extension, you get just about the full range of motion for your front seats. All right, now we're gonna get into some fun stuff with configuration options, getting a little into the weeds, but it's a nice to have with these 4Runners. I'm gonna change this configuration and move it so this frame can sit completely flush against the sidewall so you can maximize the storage in your vehicle. So once I get it set up, I'll show you what it looks like and how to do it. All right, so for this configuration, as you can see, the Solo is pushed completely flush against that sidewall. To accomplish this, all you need to do is remove that corner bracket's leg. So just leave it off and it'll rest in that cubby. Keep in mind, right, you're gonna be resting a metal bracket into that cubby and this leg is gonna be sitting right on this plastic bucket right here. So if you're concerned about that, scratching your 4Runner, it's plastic, either put something down or don't run this configuration. It's just an option for those who want to maximize storage and leverage some of the modularity of the Hele Box. So once again, do not need to use this configuration if you don't want to. Just thought it'd be helpful for those of you who are looking to maximize storage space. Next, we're gonna take the Solo out of here. We're gonna bring in the Duo. We'll set up the Duo with the standard legs and then show you with the stubby option as well. So now we've got the Hele Box Duo in the back. The 4Runner, here's the profile view. Sits perfectly between those wheel wells in the back. And here's the side view for you. The underneath storage, leg placement. With both the Solo and the Duo Hele Box, it's really easy to access your gear. So there's two options. One, I can pop off this topper and slide it forward to get over access. And now this same function happens on both sides, whether I'm in the front or the rear, depending on how I have my gear stored. Or if I want to, I can just slide out the gear bag. So the Duo comes in a bit longer of a case. And then once it's set up, we talked about that compartmentalized storage. Here's a great example for you. You can load it up with all your camping gear and goodies, and it slides right underneath the platform. We've got our Hele Outdoors sleeping pad on the back. Same concept as the Solo sleeping pad. It's a hybrid of air and foam inflation, 3 inches thick. It's got this 3D mold here, so it can maximize the amount of space you can sleep on the corners and edges. I'm gonna jump in the back and show you what headroom looks like with the Hele Box and the standard legs that come with every Solo or Duo. Standard legs out of the box, I'll show you that headroom, and then next we'll have the Stubbies on, and you can see the side-by-side comparison and how much more headroom and storage space you get. I'm in the back of the 4Runner on the Duo with the standard size legs that come on every Hele Box. To give you an idea of headroom, so I'm 5'11", 200 pounds, and if I lift my body off, I get just about my rib cage is coming off the floor, so a ton of headroom in here. I can roll, twist, turn, jump around, do acrobatics if I want to. So that's the big benefit of 4Runners. You get a ton of length for the full length of the Hele Box, as well as headroom in these vehicles. It's pretty nice. I'm gonna put on the Stubbies next and show you how much headroom you get. Here's the profile view of the Duo in the back with the Stubbies. So you gain a ton more headroom, but you give up quite a bit of storage space. You can definitely store slimmer items under here. And of course you got the storage space in the footwells because we removed those rear seats in the back, but it's a give and take. To give you an idea of what the headroom difference is, just from a visual. So here's the standard leg that comes with every Hele box compared to the stubby that's currently connected to it. Stubbies on, clearly I get quite a bit more headroom here. I can almost sit up straight. And if I was to lay down, I can lift my whole body up. I could be doing push-ups back here if I wanted to. So once again, the trade-off when you put those stubbies on is you lose storage. You get a ton of headroom, you lose storage. It's really up to you and your car camping needs. We get a lot of questions about the sturdiness of the Hele Box. It is extremely sturdy. So we talked about the dual locking legs. Our brackets are made out of metal. They all have reinforced support beams in them. So I'm gonna shake, jump, and move on this duo here and show you just how sturdy this platform is. All right, that's me rocking and shaking back here. You probably noticed that the car moved a lot more than our sleeping platform. When I was designing the Hele Box, I happened to be a really fussy sleeper, so I didn't want a system that could rock, shake, wiggle, or move when I'm moving at night. So we made sure we spent a little more time reinforcing this system so it could be rock solid, giving you the best night's sleep possible when you're car camping. Last but not least, we have the Solo hanging out the back of the vehicle here in its table configuration. Super easy to set up. You just remove the legs in the middle and rear sections, keep the longer extended ones that come with every Hele box on the front, drop them to their full length, and then the end piece will just hang on the tailgate here. So this is the configuration you can use to set up the table right out of the box with any Hele box you purchase. Now, if you want this table to be a standalone, you can purchase an extra set of those longer extended legs. And you can put this table wherever you need for your campsite. It's an awesome lightweight camping table in a pinch. All right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for the How It Fits series in the 5th gen Toyota 4Runner. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you've got more questions about the Hele box, the fitment in your vehicle, or how the system works, check out our website at heleoutdoors.com. I'll also drop the link in the description below. Every Hele box is hand assembled, packed, tested, and then shipped right here at our headquarters in Longmont, Colorado. We thank you so much for tuning in and wishing you happy trails this summer. Cheers.